Sound stick. Sound stick. Oh, that's good. Shawn Ramirez, Masters qualifier.
Ron Ortiz, Southeast region.
For these workouts we're doing here at Caution in Miami and working on getting back to the games.
I am 49 years old. I turned 50 in August, so a month away from that games qualification thing. So next year I'll come back in as a young 50-year-old. So I'm excited about that.
41 May 1st, so in 5 days I'll put another notch on my belt. So yeah, I'm not getting younger, but you know what? It's all relative, right? So I don't ever look at numbers as anything other than what they are. It's just a digit. Like, I don't see, for me, the older I get, the more I want to show everybody else like how age is not a factor.
Yeah, this is event one. We're trying to start it off right. Me and Dom here, trying to kick it out.
Old man time.
So. Awesome. That was definitely legit. Woo! I need, see, even stuff like that. You know,
move that
help me put my shirt on, you know, give me hugs. No, but it's fun. It's fun, and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, is that community and about everybody helping each other out to become better. And that's for me, the most rewarding part.
The push, just the push, like being able to help him push himself just a little bit more.
Yeah,
that's all I wanted to do.
All better.
Just wanted to help him push. Do I think 40's old? Shit, I hope I'm moving the way he is when I'm 47. I'm already feeling
I hope I'm still moving in a couple of years.
What kind of the makeup of who we are? I'd say probably a past athlete in some way, shape, or form. Somebody who's always hungry to improve themselves and make themselves better, and has that drive and determination to not grow old.
We call ourselves the masters of the universe. It's like a funny little thing that we have. You know, what really defines us is one, persevering, going through and just staying consistent in that sense. And also just, for us, never giving in. Nobody's settling. Nobody's like, we're old, you know, it's the ante's going up every time, so it's fun. Yeah, snatch. Yeah, so that was something that, to be quite honest, was a concern of mine, because I'm not known for being the strongest athlete out there. I'm more of a generalist. I'm consistent across the board, and that's what, you know, I've been known for. So the strength, I knew that I just had to be in the top 15, top 10 would keep me real strong, because I knew the other ones I do well at. But I was able to get, you know, 10 pounds over my PR, which was huge for me, and getting 247. So for that just boosted my confidence, because I would have been happy if you would have told me, hey, Shawn, this morning you woke me up and said, hey, you're gonna hit a 247. I would have taken that at a drop of a hat. I would take it at 240. So to be able to have that going in is a huge plus for me, because now I'm motivated, I'm ready, and I'm excited. So, and I know I have more. You know, I put I think it was a 252 on there. I added another 5, and felt heavy as shit, but that was mental. I was like, I picked it up, got my second pull, and I'm like, nah, I'll stay with my 247. But in the games, I hope they bring that out again, because I'm gonna smash 250 plus.
The way I really started, I needed to get healthy. I had high blood pressure. I had started to gain weight. I went to go get a bigger pant size from our supply guy. And I remember walking up and I go, yeah, bro, I need a size 36. And he's going, what? I was like, yeah, I know. And I grabbed the pants and I turned around and I was like, what am I doing, man? It's like giving up. I turned back around, I gave him the pants, and go, bro, keep them. And I started trying to work out at that point. And I found CrossFit through that, through a friend of mine, started working out, started feeling great. And I mean, here we are. It's just never been healthier, never been in better shape.
Back foot slipped out, came down on the rocks. shattered my heel. That's where this scar is here. My knees both opened up. Like I was done. So it was tragic. It was bad. But over there, they just stopped the bleeding, saved my life, put me in cast up to my waist. They thought I was done down there. They didn't even take x-rays. They didn't have any time for that. It was more survival mode. So when I got back home, orthopedic took it off and said, man, you got, they just saved your life, that's it. But you'll be pretty much cooped up for a good year. And I was like, a year? Oh man, that just lit that fire. It's one of those things that empowers me. And that's the two things that happen to a lot of people with these types of injuries, is it either empowers and puts you at another level, or it keeps, that thought stays in your mind. It just keeps on just putting you lower and lower until you use that as an excuse. And I chose the other way. Qualified for regionals the last 3 years. The only thing is being 37, 38, and 39 was tough. The minute I turned 40, it was like a whole new world for me. And there's a lot of opportunities for us 40-plus athletes now.
The following year, they had the same thing, didn't even come close to qualifying. Those guys are just, you know, they were, and that's where I began to realize, I was like, okay, these guys have more testosterone in like one little pinky than I have in my whole body at this age. So that was around, I was about 42, 43. And then after I qualified then to go to 45 to 49, which is the first year they did that, that's where I was like, I'm going to be doing this until I crawl into the field.
To be the young guy again and not be the grandpa of the group and not be the old man was a total flip of the script.
By no means is it easier. It's just geared towards us as masters. I challenge anybody, come on out and do the workouts. I mean, how many people did? There's 15,000 masters in my division that came out and did it. Do it. See if you can beat us. Challenge, that's it. I love it, man. We love a challenge. Workout 3, I don't even want to think about right now. Number 3. Number 3 is, what do we say, is Swole Jackie. It's gonna be nasty. We talked a little bit about it. The row is gonna sneak up on you.
I didn't think I was capable of doing some of the stuff that was put out in front of me on paper, but you never know what your capacity is, and you never know what your potential is until you put yourself to the test.
We just got done doing a WOD here with Shawn, and you know, I struggle because I want to do as well as he does, but I have to realize 10 years or 8 years makes a big difference as we go up in age. I want to believe I'm as good as any other athlete, but years kind of tacked on to you make a difference.
I'm calling bullshit.
But he ain't got one of these.
Again, look, with the Masters, look, it's not a cop-out. You got to listen to your body, man. Shoot, this is what's kept me in the game for so long. There's a lot of guys that keep dropping out because they really don't listen when their body's talking. Mine, I listen when it whispers. Some people listen when it talks. Some people listen when it screams. Then once your body's screaming, it's too late. You're done. You might as well just hang up your hat.
Workout 4 was the deadlift, box jump, and handstand push-up. That's just a go as well. It's a short workout. It ended up being another 5-minute workout. Having Shawn to chase after, it's always good to have that rabbit to go after. Shawn's such a good competitor, so it's like having that in front of you and moving along with him or trying to keep up with him was huge.
We were pushing each other to another level. I love that about this sport. We're always looking to get people to another pinnacle, to another threshold. And in the games, in the open, that's what they do. They constantly push each other to a higher level. So we're seeing that with the Masters now, which is fun. A lot of these guys, like I'm looking at times, I'm like, man, I gotta up my game.
satisfied with most of these workouts I've done, but goal is top 10. Number one goal is making it to the games.
And he said one thing that stuck in my mind, which for masters, we can all relate to this. He was like, Shawn, it was amazing sitting on top of that podium, getting that gold medal around your neck. He said, but when I came home and I showed my kids that medal and they looked at me and said, Daddy, you are world champ. You are number one in the world. He goes, think about that. He goes, not many kids can say that about their dad. You are number one in the world. And he goes, it just, and like we both were about to just start bawling. I was like, man, that is amazing. So last year, when I won, I'm sitting up there, I had my kid on my shoulder. I had this one here, this one here. This one looked up to me and goes, Daddy, the world champ. I lost it, I was done. But that feeling was just like, oh, and I just want to repeat that. I want to feel that again. But